In 2008, the world trembled. The global financial system was on its knees. Banks were failing. Trust was shattered. Amid the chaos, a message quietly appeared on an obscure cryptography mailing list. It wasn't loud. It wasn't flashy. It was just a white paper, 8 pages long. The author? A mystery. A name. Satoshi Nakamoto. No one knew who it was. Man, woman, group, or ghost. But the message was clear. I've built a new kind of money. One that doesn't need banks. One that belongs to the people. A few months later, in January 2009, the first block of Bitcoin was mined. The Genesis block. Embedded in it, a hidden headline from that day's newspaper, Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks. It wasn't just a line of text. It was a warning, a rebellion, a digital declaration of independence. Bitcoin wasn't just code. It was an idea, and that idea was alive. At first, nobody took it seriously. Bitcoin was a toy, something for cryptographers and hobbyists. But then came a man named Laszlo Hanieks. In May 2010, he offered 10,000 bitcoins for 2 Papa John's pizzas. Someone took him up on it. The pizzas were delivered. The coins were sent. That was the first real-world Bitcoin transaction. Today, those coins would be worth hundreds of millions. That day became legend. Bitcoin Pizza Day. But not all early use was so wholesome. On the dark corners of the internet, marketplaces like Silk Road embraced Bitcoin as untraceable cash. People used it to buy drugs, fake passports, and more. Law enforcement couldn't stop it. The media couldn't ignore it. Bitcoin had become infamous, but it was also unstoppable. As Bitcoin grew, so did its competition. Developers around the world began experimenting. What if digital money could be faster, lighter, more private? Out of this chaos emerged new coins, Litecoin, Namecoin, Ripple. They weren't just clones. They were new visions, each one tweaking, iterating, evolving the concept. The world was witnessing the birth of an ecosystem. Then, in 2015, a teenager named Vitalik Buterin changed everything. He believed the blockchain could do more than move money. It could run code, apps, logic, agreements. That vision became Ethereum. For the first time, developers could build decentralized applications, DApps, without asking permission from banks or tech giants. Ethereum gave birth to DeFi, NFTs, and a new frontier of digital creativity. By 2017, the floodgates opened. Projects launched coins with ease, raising millions in minutes through initial coin offerings. It was the Wild West. Some were brilliant. Others were scams. Bitcoin's price soared to nearly $20,000. Everyone wanted in. The world held its breath, and then it crashed. The market collapsed in 2018. Billions vanished overnight. Regulators swooped in. Hype gave way to hard lessons. But the builders kept building. By 2020, something extraordinary happened. While the world locked down, crypto lit up. A new movement, DeFi, emerged. People earned interest, borrowed, and traded, all without banks. Uniswap, Aave, Compound, they weren't just platforms. They were financial revolutions. And just as that wave crested, another began. NFTs, digital art, music, moments. A JPEG sold for $69 million. What started as a meme became a movement. Artists, athletes, and creators saw a new kind of freedom, ownership, without middlemen. But with boom comes risk. In 2021, Elon Musk tweeted about Dogecoin, and markets surged. Tesla bought Bitcoin. Wall Street finally took notice. But so did chaos. The Terra Luna crash wiped out billions. And then, FTX, one of the largest crypto exchanges, imploded in scandal. Overnight, investor confidence was shattered. Its founder, once hailed as a genius, now faced the fury of the world. The headlines declared at the end. But crypto didn't die. It adapted. By 2024, the landscape had changed. Governments introduced clearer regulations. Bitcoin ETFs hit the market. Central banks launched digital currencies. Institutions returned, not just to speculate, but to build. Real estate, supply chains, healthcare, all began to test blockchain infrastructure. Crypto was no longer a rebellion. It was growing into something else. Something mature. Something real. This is more than the story of a currency. It's the story of a global shift. A digital rebellion. A new way to think about trust, about ownership, about power. From Satoshi's anonymous message to billion-dollar tokens, from basement miners to governments and banks, crypto has defied every prediction, every crash, every obituary, and it's just getting started. Because the revolution isn't over. It's evolving. AI is merging with blockchain. Gaming worlds are going on-chain. Identity, privacy, finance, everything is up for reinvention. The question is no longer, will crypto survive? The question is, are you ready for what comes next?